I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, we 30 seconds in. Aim is immaculate.
The hell, Orin? Why do you sound like you ate a dream journal?
Petrichor, damn it! I am not adjusting to linear time well. I am no longer emissary. I quit.
You quit?
Man, I'm missing so much content. Drifter just know everybody.
Thought you'd ascended or something. Become a higher being. I didn't know you could quit being emissary.
Me either. But with the right motivation, anything is Starlight. You'd be proud. I'm malted.
Oh, I have to know what you mean by malted.
Exactly what it sounds like. I wanted my body back. I wanted my will back.
Alright, so this girl ain't human.
We gotta find her. She only just found shoes, for Pete's sake. Got your location, Orin. Never thought I'd hear from you
This
again.
man got me going across the
Scrambled
map.
eggs. I meant to deliver a message, but can't remember what it is. I know the Nine will need a replacement emissary. They will not find one nearby on the X-axis. They will need to search a millennia up and down the Y.
What are you talking about? He's finna go rescue a philosopher.
My
Are
message
you a
found
part
you.
of the Nine?
I'm Orin, once a Guardian, like you. When I last reached out to the Vanguard, I warned you of the Nine's fallibility. The results of that fallibility are in play now, I think. You will fix it.
I will.
How isn't clear. Everything I knew is scattered. My will, cleaved from service and rough-hewn clay. It wasn't bloodless, but I know I chose this for a reason. I did. In my memory, when I touch my hand to the moment, I am overcome with dissonance and another shape buried in noise assuming my place. I must speak sharpness to the Drifter, a tint on knowledge held but still unknown. I'll need your help hunting down the fate that brought us here.
So,
So I
Orin,
had to come,
you
like, see you in
quit?
person for that.
Now you're just here?
Mitosis. Annoying you had to see me like this now. Scrambled eggs in someone else's shoes. How have you been?
Terrible.
Oh, busy. Feet planted on the ground more often than not. Seeing someone new these days.
Oh. Oh, good. Good for you. Can't say the same. I've been too busy corralling my electrons. Who are you seeing?
It's, Eris Morn.
Oh! You have a type, Drifter. I'm happy for you both. Really.
I got no words. Said you have a type. But I gotta do both of them. I'm finna cry. Bro, how you even get in here?
I hear you had a run-in with that Archon fellow. Or his cutouts, anyway. Apparently he's the leader of these exiled Elixni, but nobody's seen him in a long time. Real recluse. The Ionians say he can speak through the mouths of his followers, like some kind of psychic thing. But that's absurd, right? Have you seen this little ventriloquist act? Huh. Well, I'll believe it when I see it myself. I suggest you do a little bang and burn to draw out their leadership. Once we know exactly who we're dealing with, we can do a more realistic threat assessment.
You ain't saying nothing but a word.
I haven't been very deep into the Exiles Accord. They aren't fond of visitors. This architecture seems a little out of the box.
We've dealt with the Lixney houses before, but this does feel different.
I wonder why I feel that.
Lodi, I need to be frank. I don't buy your story.
Yeah. Well, you don't know the half of it. If I wasn't me, I also wouldn't buy my story.
What do you know about whatever brought you here?
Nothing. I woke up here in a singed suit after the most insane fall of my life. It seems the local Elixni had developed a parallel form of teleportation. They're using dark matter to create portals. If we want to infiltrate their sphere of influence, we'll need that capability. Mr. Drifter says you've got the skills for a smash and grab, so I suggest we go
Oh,
out.
you don't even know.
Get us a sample of that tech and we'll be in business.
Bank those notes. Sitting here lost.
This must be the House of Exile's new teleportation tech. It's mounted in an old cannon frame. That's handy. Scans show the power cell and space inverter have been tampered with. Those mechanisms have dark matter cores. They'll wear out fast. It looks like this mobile unit creates an entangled link between a jump pad and wherever you're aiming. Just be careful what you pointed at.
Well, that's tough.
Good work out there. You got some real moves.
I know.
Normally, agents that skilled at wet work have checkered pasts. Makes me wonder how you came to be so dangerous. With expanded access, we can investigate those Elixni in earnest and find the truth about this so-called Archon. I've got some ideas on that. Catch up with me later to get started.
All right, Guardian, this has to be the house's power plant. There's a massive current moving through the cables around us. And gravitons.
My informant Kielsk tells me that power is going straight into a warship.
If we can get to a power plant's controls while it's charging their ship, we can send a lethal surge to it from here before it ever leaves port.
Crafty. And it'll buy time to hunt down the Strangelet capsule in the Accord. If we stop the singularity from expanding, stabilize Kepler, maybe they'll stand down.
A fat chance we talk a psycho like that off a ledge. He's a true believer in whatever psychos believe in.
They aren't leaving us many options. We need to reach the anomaly.
Deathless, why have you come? Glimpses are seen of your actions, but your motive ever shrouded. When my house found Saul, soft quick machine with your world, we left in defeated peace.
It looks like this station is actually drawing some form of power from these native cytocolonies. So, the slimes are their generators?
This whole place is wired like a rat's nest. It's worse than my ship.
Guardian, patch me into a console and I can override that barrier.
The Deathless was foretold. See how they must kill as prophesied. Kiver Sight warned me of this final test.
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
know when it's gonna
resilient,
get at
my
you.
house.
Look alive, hero. They're piping in splinter mines. Crazy sons of crabs are gonna cause a damn cave-in.
You're on bomb defusal, Guardian.
Who else is gonna do it?
Lavast sure likes to talk, making a show of us barging into his house. Maybe we pull his moxie out from under him and he lets some intel slip.
Unless he sees that coming. All this prophecy talk. Back in my day, you kill a fella fair without knowing the future.
You think he's really clairvoyant? Okay, Guardian, we need to find a way to overload that control panel.
Once we do, the immense surge of current will wreak havoc on whatever warship the house is trying to power up.
Probably why they tried to blow us up. I guess they're trying to unplug. We should hustle up.
Like vile Vex, the Deathless is violence-driven. They cannot be turned away by reasoned words. Only blood.
Y'all the ones with a war
Mighty
shit.
Archon.
Ain't what?
We hear your prophecy. The Deathless kneels before the Giver with your blessing. Just open the way.
Will what now?
This was not our tricks. You conspire with metal invaders to keep us from the Giver. To draw our house into folly.
Oh, they can walk through that. Makes sense. Yeah, trying to sandwich.
Most devout Resilisk, the work is done. Bring these walls down on the Deathless. Show your Archon true faith. This world will slip into unknown spaces, as I have seen it. Exiles with it. Their death is fated to be reborn.
Bro, you talk too much. With the force.
Well,
mission.
what's your next plan? Stand there with the guns pointed at each other until someone gets cold feet?
So the Archon didn't take the bait, but he mentioned being kept from the Giver. Sounds like, despite their push to the Singularity, something's still cutting them off from it. That means we don't have to rush right in unless they make a move. Maybe there's somewhere else we can apply pressure.
You're a kid. Those things been shooting at you since you landed on this dump, and you still haven't pulled your piece.
That's right. Unlike you, I don't prefer a gun to solve my problems when questions work just as well.
Enough. We
Somebody
may have
tell
knocked
Bill
out their
Nye
power,
to chill
but
out.
the Archon's still out there. We'll need to be ready when they make their next move.
I've been talking to that Drifter fellow. Not a name I'd self-apply, but I like him. He understands what it's like to be stranded far from home. Anyway, he was telling me about these aliens who are giving the Ionians such a hard time, the Elixni. Apparently, they normally live on something called ether. Huh. Seems like you already have some experience with it. Interesting. The locals say these Elixni augment their supply with dark matter. Who knows what physiological effects that's having. Might be the reason they're so hostile. I suggest you assess their production lines. If we learn how the dark matter is affecting them, it might give us some leverage.
I think they so hostile the name with Mithrite. You next. Haymakers. Mink, 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 mink. Something I have to kill like 5 of these. Falling waffles, man. Boss man, where you at? Don't disappear when you get to a third of that health.
I've got some intel from my informant.
Informant? Well, well. First it's a contact, then it's an informant. They're taking a liking to you.
Maybe a way to help the house calm down and see straight again. I'm sending coordinates, but keep on that heading.
Lodi, Drifter, checking in. How goes your recon on the House of Exile?
The Guardian's handling the situation well, but Miss Ray, to be honest, I don't like this. There has to be a way to de-escalate the situation.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't be so sure about that. I've been watching the house from the derelict, and they are one ruthless group.
they appear to be in league with the conductor? That would tell us something at least.
Not sure who that is. I have to believe this Archon is a lone actor.
Man, why ain't you listening to the professionals? We done been through Gaul
Guardian,
and
Mr. Ghost, you should be nearing a refinery or some kind of drilling operation. Coordinates incoming.
Right now.
I think this is where they're
And the
processing
witness.
their ether.
The biggest
Maybe we
problem.
can disable their machinery until the Ionians can correct the process.
Okay, I see it from up here. Derelict scanners are picking up all sorts of weird gravity fluctuations, and a whole heck of a lot of exiles.
Orin says these trains are like quantum entangled objects, held in superposition across the fourth dimension. We're through. Now to disable the Exile's dark matter refinery.
I wish it was as simple as talking to them. Last time I tried, I got shot at, and it wasn't my Elixni accent.
They get real touchy sometimes. Sensitive little crustaceans.
Guardian, I'm reading some highly charged energy through one of these pipelines.
Wouldn't happen to be the one that's closed, now would it? Bro, how did I not see that?
Lodi, did the Ionians ever explain why they stopped working with the House of Exile? From what I gather, it didn't end well.
I got to talking with one of the old pilots who gabbed on the subject a bit. Ionians tried to synthesize ether for the house.
Why? It's not a simple job. Leave it to those servitor garbage disposals. Matter goes in, ether comes out. Easy.
Except here, everything's imprinted with dark matter, which they apparently want to extract for a pure conversion to ether. The Ionians say it shouldn't be harmful, but the singularity seems to make it toxic to the Elixni.
That's it!
You think us,
Bro, here he goes.
but I am mighty. Exile
Come
is our
fight
teacher,
me if you feel
our
like
home. Our rifles are many. Our will is anointed by the giver.
And we takers. And I ain't talking T.I.
This teleportation jump is out of the anchor pad's range. Maybe we can extend it somehow. That's strange. It doesn't have enough juice to charge the relay. Maybe we can overcharge the cannon somehow. Guardian, it's supercharging the cannon.
Okay, how'd I turn it? I'm so smart, bro. I'm a dog at this. What can I say? That's the first one of them I could open. I didn't see about 40.
This is the house's central refinery. My scans are going a little haywire, but that can't be right. These pipes are operating at alarming pressures.
Let me fill you in on a little secret. None of House Exile's gear has safety regulators. My kind of people.
Hey team, I've seen those little flying bots play hot potato delivering dark matter down to your proximity.
I have an idea. Guardian, a concentration of dense matter could send the whole system over the edge. Let's look for those shanks.
I knew I was finna fall, bro. No, I'm finna take my time for I fall again. That's a big boy.
You were right, Lodi. This scans like dark matter, wrapped around an artificial gravity well.
Oh, don't worry if it doesn't fit. Just jam it in there.
That's what she said.
Pressure's increasing. But the pipes are still holding. We need more.
Incoming Exiles. Crack your knuckles and rack your slides.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but they seem intent on a fight.
Brody, why you so passive when people trying to kill you? I bet you won't open that door.
It's barely holding together. One more, Guardian.
Entomb the deathless. Protect our ascension.
Well now, that went, great.
You feed their greed, speak their human lies. Ionians want us truth blind, to keep the anomaly's sight from Elixni eyes. Our voice is a raised spear, arc sparking. See it against the black space sea. Our banner, we suffer. All suffer.
I came here thinking these Elixni were poisoned and needed help. But this... like a bunch of holy rollers.
More Exiles between you and the exit.
This Archon has a stranglehold on his people. They're gonna follow him right into the grave.
You catch on slowly.
I am seeing your doom, your fall, spread across many visions, many possibilities. Only one must strike true.
I spoke to. He mentioned the Archon, Lavask, wasn't always the leader of the house. But one day he starts getting visions, next he gets a taste for politics.
A gift from his giver.
The giver and the singularity sound like synonyms, but I can't see how a black hole gives anyone anything.
Given what we know, my hypothesis is that the source of the holy singularity, as the Ionians call it, and the exile's giver are one and the same.
Ikora, the Nine invited us here. It was 3. The thought just... It's like it unlocked in my head.
Well, I think I talked to 2, 8, and 5. And whoever Orin is.
The 9, 3. They didn't just bring us here to deal with the Archon. The 9 are extra-dimensional beings. They're connected to the celestial bodies of our solar system.
What does the planet care about a single Elixni? Either way, we need to neutralize the threat he poses to the Ionians. I've seen leaders like Lavask before. He doesn't want a war. He just can't look weak in front of his people.
Sounds reasonable.
Guardian, I spoke with my informant again. That ship we cut the power to, the Archon's on it. We stopped it from being operational.
Oh, yeah.
But he's determined to get it airborne. In between giving intel, he mentioned there have been Elixni on Earth for centuries.
Wouldn't be the first kit you've stormed, hero, or the first house you've toppled.
I don't have the ship's location, but I might have something just as good. Goes by the name Prime Servitor, and they're holding the Strangelet we need.
He must not know that we do this.
This will either draw the Archon out so we can deal with him, or at least weaken his authority and delay whatever he's planning to do to the Singularity with that Elixni warship.
I'm tired of him talking. He needs to come get their work.